Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot. Misses everything.
Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Oh, great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. Gone, caught.
August, the left-handed batter, taking guard. They want a solid start. He's got their tail up.
There could be a couple if they hustle. Misses. That's a big chance gone begging. Punched off the back foot and beats the infield. More runs on offer here.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. West Indies 16 for 1.
Excellent first over, and they've followed up with a solid second over of the power play.
There'll be runs here. Right out of the middle of the bat. Waits for it, crack, and that looks to be 4.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. End of the over. 8 off it. West Indies 24 for 1. And with that, 5 fielders can now be put outside the circle. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Finds the edge.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Oh my, that's racing away.
Got onto that so early, with cut shots in front of square, teased the field all the way to the boundary.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
A few moves made in the field. How will he reply?
Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. Power and precision in that shot. Oh, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved. Yeah, nice early call. That's an easy run. End of the over. West Indies 33 for 1.
But it's been crisp, elegant, easy shot making so far. Plenty of runs and plenty more if they keep it up.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary. Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away. The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. There'll be runs here. Straight to the fielder. Worked away. It's a nice single. Oh, outside edge, but it'll be safe and another boundary. The bowler is in disbelief on that one. Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. They'll get at least one here. That's the over, and a poor one at that. Nothing you can really say to soften the blow when you leak runs like that.
These two enjoy batting together, and it shows. They've used the pace off the ball and bludgeoned it when needed.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Nicely played. Runs one. Shot. Should be runs here. Lovely balance, leant back and punch behind point. The ball heading to the boundary. Great shot, just square of backward point. That might just make it.
End of the over. The West Indies are now 48 for 1.
Interesting decision to change the bowling. Found the going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Late cut, straight to the fielder.
Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
And out, keeper with a terrific dive.
The right-hander, new man to the crease. Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Leading edge lands safe from hands, though. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. There could be a couple if they hustle. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. And a scamper through for a single. Good running. They'll get at least one here. Over West Indies, 54 for 2.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
hope the new batter in the middle, right-hander, will want a solid start to their innings.
No, terrible shot. Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot. Mitchell showed some great skill there, saved a potential boundary.
End of the ninth over. The West Indies are now 55 for 3.
Ferguson coming back on here. They've been bowling really well so far. Wow, that's missed a lot.
Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive. It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Went for the drive, complete miss.
Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Shot, should be runs here. Great shot. At least one on offer. That's a boundary save for sure.
End of the 10th over. The batting team are now 60 for 3.
What a catch. What an absolute beauty of a catch. Seifert, take a bow. Absolutely divine diving catch.
Brathwaite in the middle will want to get the feet moving from the get-go. He's got their tail up.
Nicely played. Doesn't beat the infield. Misses everything. That's a solid shot. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise.
End of the over. The betting team are now 65 for 4.
Going with spin now.
The captain is going with the spinner.
Some adjustments to the field.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? There could be a couple if they hustle. There'll be runs here. Onto that early, that could be 4.
Starting to hit their stride. Fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s. How will the bowler respond?
Everyone's gone up. They'll get at least 1 here. Straight to the fielder.
End of the 13th over. West Indies now on 72 for 4.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Brilliant. That'll take some catching.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position, and I do not think anyone's going to stop that. Shot, should be runs here. Nice shot, runs possible. Oh, what a great piece of fielding, 4 runs saved for sure. Well, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved. What a catch. What an absolute beauty of a catch. Williamson, take a bow. Absolutely divine diving catch.
Pierre, left-handed tail-ender, taking guard.
Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Oh yeah, great catch in the slips.
Right-hander in the middle, ready to face their first ball.
And out. 2 wickets, 2 balls. There'd be a bit of tension in the batter's pavilion right now.
Springer, the new batter in, but won't be facing just yet.
Sodhi to bowl the first over of the power play. It's going to be very tough to stop these 2 free-flowing batters.
A bit of a change-up in the field now.
This will be the first over of the power play. This pair should be trying to really push the scoring rate. Oh, nice shot. That's been smacked away. Fielders will not stop that one.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Middled that one, great timing.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. Ers on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Well played, could be a quick single. Springer ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Shot, should be runs here.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Caught first ball of the new over. What a disappointment.
McCoy, the left-hander out in the middle, looks keen to get going.
Great shot. Gets a hold of that and places it through square leg. No point chasing that one. It is racing to the boundary.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
No. Terrible shot. End of a really good over. Gets a wicket and really slowing down the scoring pace.
Runs have been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
Henry coming back into the attack. They'll be wanting to improve their figures a bit. A quick wicket would work nicely. There could be a couple if they hustle.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
August drills that one away. That'll be 4 more to the tally.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter and a great shot off the back foot. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again. How will he reply?
Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Late cut, straight to the fielder. West Indies starting to hit their stride now after a big over. New Zealand in a whole heap of trouble.
Can't afford too many dot balls at this stage. Need to find a way to ramp up the run rate.
Ferguson has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie one end down. Runs have been flowing a little too easily. Nice shot. Runs possible. And gone. A brilliant catch in the slips.
The left-hander, the new batter in the middle, just about ready to go.
And the spectators are absolutely brimming with anticipation. That's a solid shot. Right out of the middle of the bat. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Wow, that's missed the lot. They'll get at least one here. Couldn't get it through the field. Yeah, nice early call. That's an easy run. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery.
Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
There'll be runs here. Nicked it. That's a confident appeal. Small outside edge and taken. New Zealand get the wicket. I think the openers are going to be pretty confident coming out to bat. It's a small total to chase down, and this should be comfortable. The bowlers are going to have to need a bit of luck.
Here we go. First ball.
Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Misses everything. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? A new bowler is coming into the attack.
The medium pacer is coming into the attack.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Absolutely middled that.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Finds the fielder with that shot.
That was a beautiful shot. Rocks onto the back foot and stabs the ball away. Fielders had no chance.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Went for the drive, complete miss.
Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
That sounded good. It sounded really good. That's a maximum. It's gone 12 deep into the crowd.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
So a wicket's gone down in the second over of the power play. New Zealand still looking at a comfortable chase though.
Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot. Onto that early, that could be 4.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. I can just stand and admire that shot.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. On that nicely, good defence. Shot, at least 2 on offer. End of the over, and a very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there. 2 more fielders can now be moved outside the circle. Joseph coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Fantastic pull shot. Rode the bounce and got inside the line. They go up here, but it might have pitched a bit short. I think we'll have to wait and see what the umpire says. Yeah, well played. Could be a quick single. Chance. That looks gone.
Conway coming in, but will be starting from the non-striker's end. He's got their tail up.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. That's gone. Fine catch by the wicketkeeper.
Williamson coming in, but he'll be starting from the non-striker's end for now.
Springer, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Gone, knocked him over. Just too much pace there.
Mitchell, the new batter, right-hander, will look to settle in quickly. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Precision past the umpire, not likely to get cut off. Yep. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Nice solid defensive shot. Everyone's gone up. Cuts that off well in the infield. No. Terrible shot. End of the over. 2 runs added to the total. New Zealand 19 for 3.
The fielders will spread out now, so we'll have more singles and twos. Might encourage the batters to rotate the strike a bit more. Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Poor shot, really lucky.
Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
Nice shot, it's straight to gully. Misses, that's a big chance going begging. Nicely played. Runs 1. The end of a very tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be that easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted.
Well, they've been nudging the ball around and playing it rather safe. It might be worth thinking about their net run rate and giving that a bit of a pep up in the standings.
The runs have dried up. A good opportunity to find some rhythm this time around after struggling earlier. Straight to the fielder. They've gone up here. The bowler looks really confident. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Square cut, finds point, no run. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. The end of the over and much better than the previous one, keeping the batters honest.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
That's a boundary save for sure. Wow, that's missed the lot. The bowl and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Absolutely middle that. Cracks off the bat. Nice shot.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall on top of the bounce and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Yes.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Pinged off the bat.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. That's a confident appeal.
Yep.
6 runs out of there. New Zealand 32 for 3.
Well, they've been nudging the ball around and playing it rather safe. It might be worth thinking about their net run rate and giving that a bit of a pep up in the standings.
Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Yep.
Joseph with a huge appeal. Misses everything. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Nicely played. Runs 1.
Yep.
This could be out. Went for the drive, complete miss. A nice shot. On target there with that throw despite the distance. Oh boy, that is so close to leg. Well balanced, smothered the ball and through the leg side it goes. Some well-targeted bowling in that over, certainly something to build on.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
Parad, the spinner, coming into the attack. Nice shot. Runs possible. Shot. Should be runs here.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas, and the rewards will come. Bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it.
Seifert's a new man in, but will start from the non-striker's end.
The whole team's going up here. What's the umpire going to say? Oh, that's close. Look to have pitch in line and hitting live. We'll see what Big Eye shows in the review.
Well, it's hitting in line.
Yeah, not the best of reviews there. Great call by the umpire, though.
Phillips, the new batter in the middle, right-hander, will want a solid start to their innings. He's got their tail up.
4 runs added in that over. New Zealand are 45 for 5.
It's been good bowling. Batters just haven't adjusted to the conditions tonight.
Perfectly timed. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. There's an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Gets onto the back foot quickly, and that has just flown.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter, and a great shot off the back foot. How will the bowler respond?
Amazing reflexes, and that's stuck. Great grab.
Santner looks calm in the middle, ready to face his first ball. Once in, can certainly play some lovely shots around the ground. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Waits for it, crack, and that looks to be four.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. How will he reply?
Ending the 14th over. The score is now 55 for 6.
Wow, that's missed a lot. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing, though. They've gone up here. West Indies having a good chat with the captain. Not sure this one is worth a review, though.
Pitching in line, just a case of whether it's hitting the stumps.
Yeah, great decision by the umpire. Challenge wasn't successful. No, terrible shot. Yeah, well played. Could be a quick single. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Dug that out well. Everyone's gone up. On that nicely, good defence. Timed perfectly down the pitch. Oh, but crashes into the bowler's stumps. Pretty unlucky there. He should be able to get a single out of it, though. Bowled. Oh, no luck at all there on that one.
Henry in the middle will want to get the feet moving from the get-go.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Pierre with a huge appeal. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on length is obviously the way to go. Misses everything. Oh, great ball. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. No, it hasn't stuck. They scamper through for a single. Good running. End of a really good over. Gets a wicket and really slowing down the scoring pace.
It's been good bowling. Batters just haven't adjusted to the conditions tonight.
Crash! Beautiful bowling.
Right-hander in the middle, lower order batter. Want to get a few shots away and cause some late innings pain for the bowlers.
Pulled away, but straight to square leg. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
Ferguson, the new batsman at the crease. Right-hander in the lower order today. We'll see how he approaches the innings.
There could be a couple if they hustle. Oh, what a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure.
fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Oh, that's close. Batter doesn't seem sure. Looked to be pitching in line and hitting the top of the stumps.
So far, so good with the line. Is it hitting the stumps? Is height an issue at all? They were already looking towards the dressing room. It looked plumb. The review now shows they can continue on their way.
That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.